Hey guys, welcome back to the Struggleville YouTube channel. For this video I thought we'd do something a little bit different. I just came across this article from Family Handyman titled 10 Tools You Should Own by 40. And I thought it was kind of interesting. Before I went through this myself, I want to turn on the recorder, thought we could all take a look at it together. I'm creeping up on that number, so it's selfishly interesting to me. I thought, we'll see. Do we agree with his 10 tools? Do we think something else should be added? Maybe we'll make our own list. Make a better list, damn it. So number 1, looks like we got some Craftsman cordless stuff. And it is a basic set of power tools. I thought this was going to be individual tools. 10 tools to own before 40. Number 1, basic tools. Not helpful. Anyway, let's see. As you progress in your DIY career, you will naturally want to upgrade your core power tools. You should have a cordless drill driver, agreed, with at least a 20-volt lithium-ion battery pack. Someone should ask him, well, would the 18-volt be good enough? Does it have to be the 20-volt? Are those 2 extra volts, those max, DeWalt max 20-volt? Oh, I think the Craftsman stuff says 20-volt too, isn't it? No difference. Let's define your everyday toolkit. I didn't even know we were talking about an everyday toolkit. We were talking about basic power tools. Everyday toolkit of a circular saw, I don't use that every day. Jigsaw, I don't use that every day. Drill driver is probably the most used tool I own. That or an impact driver. Corded drill. If you have a decent cordless drill driver, you're not going to need your corded drill every day. You seldom, ever. Power miter saw, very handy tool to have, and sanders. Okay. Well, I'm kind of disappointed with the first one because it's basic set of power tools. Are you kidding me? Number 2, moved over to Black & Decker, it looks like. A cordless impact driver. 1, 100% should be on the list. Very useful, very something that everybody who's going to be doing any projects around the house should have and would use often. But why is that not considered a basic? You consider the jigsaw in your everyday toolkit of basic tools, but the impact driver's not? A cordless and corded drill is, but the impact driver's not? Doesn't seem real thought out to me. Kind of odd, but number 2 is your cordless impact. Number 3. Ooh, cordless nail gun. I would love cordless nail guns. They're so expensive. Oh, brad nailer, finish nailer, framing nailer. I want them all. This guy says, a couple years ago, might have read air compressor and air tools, but most home DIYers use air compressors almost exclusively with nail guns and pneumatic staplers. Well, I agree with this, man. Everyone should have a cordless nail gun or 3. Oh, I want one so bad. It's on my Christmas list. Anyone who's wondering. DeWalt one, because that's where I got most of my batteries. Number 4, benchtop table saw. Fantastic tool. I can't believe how much, when I'm doing projects, I use my table saw. That and my miter saw. All the time. I love my table saw. When I bought it, I got it because it was a really good deal, and I was like, when am I ever going to use this thing? All the time. Number 5, we got a laser level. It says affordable laser level kits are easy to use, and if you choose to use one, you will see a marked improvement in the precision of your work. Hanging pictures, building decks, installing drywall. A laser level takes most of the work out of wrangling a 4-foot bubble level and is much more accurate. I have never used a laser level. I would like to, though, because I imagine everything he said there is correct. Maybe that's something I'm going to have to buy just because of the damn list. We see some really cheap ones every once in a while. There's one brand, maybe I'll post it, I can't remember the brand name, but I see it almost every day in the list of things. It has no reviews, and I'm kind of worried that it's a complete shit item, but maybe I'll just buy it first, and then if it's any good, I'll pass on the deal to you guys. Or I can let you guinea pig it for me. Number 6. Full set of clamps. This is the only non-power tool to make the list. Well, that's a spoiler alert. I guess we know what's not coming up. Okay. Initial impression. The only non-power tool that you must own before you're 40, we're not going to have a socket set. We're not going to have wrenches. We're not going to have hammers or pliers. None of these things are essential. Number 1 was basic power tools. Why not do number 2, basic hand tools? If we're going to cheat like that, the only non-power tool. And it's clamps. Like, I agree. Clamps. Very important. Very handy. But if you had to tell me you could only have one hand tool or non-power tool, and it was like clamps or a socket set, sorry, socket set does me more good. Now, maybe they only do woodwork. Maybe they don't do anything with anything. I don't know. That seems weird. Also, wording, full set of clamps. Do you really ever have a full set? There's millions of clamps out there. There's tons of different sizes. A lot of times you really need more than one. As here, he's showing a 4-pack of these Irwin Quick Grips. Even if you, I don't think even if someone had 100 clamps, they could probably find another clamp that they would need or don't have. You don't have a full set. No one ever has a full set. All right, I gotta move on. That one's gonna get me agitated. We've got a Dremel oscillating multi-tool. One of my favorite tools. One of my favorite tools. Speaking of favorite tools, we better see a pole saw on this. When these things first came out, I looked at it and I was like, it's such a gimmick. That's such a stupid... I didn't like them at all. And then I got one. Oh my God. These things are awesome. Awesome. I wouldn't buy a Dremel one. That's too damn expensive. I'm sure it's fine, but too damn expensive. Oscillating tool. Man, those things are so handy. Why did it take them so long to invent that? Number 8. Got a reciprocating saw. A DeWalt. Some might argue that a DIYer needs a recip saw, often called Sawzall, a Milwaukee brand name, long before they turn 40, and it's true that a recip has many uses, including demolition work, cutting off fence posts, setting concrete. Seems like a oddly specific task you would do with it. Mount the blade on the spine facing it in, and it's a flush cut saw. This is sometimes overlooked, but very versatile. It is very versatile. I agree. It should be on the list, but I really don't have any other comments about a reciprocating saw. Number 9. Laminate trim compact router. Designed mostly for cabinet making, the laminate trimmer is a downsized router, and for many DIYers, that's a good thing. Regular routers and big tools that are useful mostly for woodworking and work best in router tables. Most DIYers would use a router only for edge profiling. I don't have a trim router. Compact router. I have a full-size router. I have a router and a router table. It's been fantastic. I only used it a few times, so I don't know. It's not something I do a lot of. But I made the trim in a couple of rooms that I remodeled in my house. Anyways, number 10. Tool and vacuum switch. What the hell is that? Easy products. Eye socket auto switch. The simple tool and vacuum switch links your power tools to your shop vacuum. First, you attach the shop vacuum hose to the dust collection port on any power tool, especially sanders, routers, blah, blah. Then, when you activate the tool, the shop vacuum turns on too and collects the dust instantly. Shut off the tool and the vacuum stops too. Well, I'll be damned. I didn't know such a thing existed. That sounds handy as shit. Well, see, the list should have been more things like this. This is very interesting. Tool and vacuum switch. Well, I'm going to have to buy one of those now. So you plug the vacuum in the bottom, you plug the other tool in the top. And then when the tool starts, the vacuum starts. Well, that's going on the Amazon wish list. Alright, guys. That is the 10 tools. I'll put a link down below to this article. I'll put a link down to this damn tool and vacuum switch thing, because that seems pretty damn neat. Because I'm going to have to go look at it anyways. So we're going to link both of those down there. If you have any suggestions for other tools or any thoughts, feel free to leave a comment. Maybe we'll make our own list. I might make my own list on my own anyways. 10 tools, Dome, before you're 40. Thanks for watching, guys. Give the video a like, subscribe for another subscriber, and I'll see you guys next time.